Hello, hello everyone. How are you guys? Welcome to another live stream where we're going to be doing some readings focusing on the general love forecast, and then we'll go ahead and get into some personal mini readings. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, hit the wrong button there, starting another timer. Sorry, guys. All right, so let me know first and foremost if the audio is good. Last time we had our live stream, we had some audio issues, so I want to make sure that everybody is able to hear me without any sort of echo or background noise there. So on behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys so much for joining us here today. So I'm going to start off with the general love forecast, taking a look at that energy, followed by anyone who is wanting a personal mini reading here today. So it is 2222 for a mini reading. Feel free to go ahead and super chat that, or if it's via Cash App or Venmo, we don't see that during the live, but you're certainly welcome to go ahead and submit that. And if you have any questions prior to requesting a reading, feel free to go ahead and add it in the chat, and Cameron will be able to help you out. All right, a few announcements before we get started with the general love forecast here today, guys. So for those of you who don't know, I started doing Zoom readings. All of that information is actually on my Instagram page. So it's The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. If you don't already follow me there, please do so. And in addition to the Zoom readings, I'm now also offering emergency readings. So if you are in need of guidance and you need your answers fast, you'll be able to go ahead and book that and get your reading emailed to you the following day. And currently, full-length readings, not all of them, but a few specific ones are on sale. Today is actually the last day. The full-length ones are typically priced at $165 and up. Today is the last day that you can get it for $75. So again, that announcement is on Instagram. So if you have not heard of that special, today is the last day. All right, so again, follow me on IG, The Celestial Forecast by Carrie, to get all of the latest news and announcements. I try to announce it here on YouTube on my community tab, but we're definitely more active on Instagram with all the announcements so you don't miss them. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys, focusing on the general energy for this love forecast. And for some reason, I was just guided to focus on the divine masculine specifically for this one. So if you're thinking about a masculine, whatever it is that you are going through with that relationship or connection, that's what I'm going to be tapping into first and foremost, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. What is the overall energy for the divine masculine? Okay, what do we need to know here? What's going on with the masculine? Okay, so this is the first card. We have goals. I'm working towards a better future, and hopefully that future includes you, divine feminine. Let's see what else. So there could also be something going on in their work environment that they're working towards. All right, now we've got clues. I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. All right, so whatever these signs might be, it could have something to do with you, certainly. Let's grab one more. Focusing on the masculine. So for those of you who have had no contact, your masculine is not interacting with you in the 3D, this is what's coming through as well. Protection, I feel safer in the silence. So right now they feel safer not speaking with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not thinking about you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this. And let's see what else we can find out, focusing on the divine masculine for this particular reading. All right, what do we need to know? Well, I'm already seeing divine feminine coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. You probably distanced yourself from your masculine here for whatever reason. And more than likely no interaction. You're not conversing with them, and they're not reaching out at this point in time. If you relate to that, it clearly says, I feel safer in the silence. So they're more comfortable not interacting with you, not speaking with you in the 3D. But there could be 5D interaction here. Divine Feminine, you're coming in with the energy of the Empress. All right, so let's see if your masculine can come towards you with the energy of the Emperor. Some of you guys could have either been married to this person, you could have had a child or children with this person, but there seems to be a separation that's coming through here, and that's giving this masculine time to work on themselves. Whatever these goals are, they're bettering themselves. So if there is a reunion that can happen between the two of you, hopefully they can come towards you as a better person. We do have the Lovers card coming up next. You could also be thinking of Gemini here, or you could be the Gemini. Okay. Love choices, deep love. I mean, they certainly feel the connection, even though you're not physically together, more than likely. The attraction, the chemistry, the love, it's represented by this card. But the only challenging thing that I can pick up, sometimes this can represent a lover representing a third party. So if that's what's going on between the two of you, that could also be why they're not talking to you and why you cut them out, because they could be involved with somebody else. Let's see. Ace of Swords. So Divine Feminine, again, if you relate to this, this is your clarity. You see things a lot clearer, or something was revealed to you, and that probably caused you to sever ties with your masculine here. But I'm also getting from the masculine side that they as well needed that clarity. So if part of that clarity is to realize that the two of you belong together, there will come a time more than likely where they will reach out to you to communicate and let you know that. But right now we have a masculine that isn't talking. Maybe doing a lot more thinking rather than talking. We've got the Four of Swords followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So that's good. All right, needing time to heal. This is telling us that you guys needed to spend time on your own, time apart, in order to be able to heal whatever happened between the two of you, perhaps a broken heart. So this right here is recovery. This is giving you the opportunity to recuperate from something that could have been very challenging. And the Wheel of Fortune is letting us know that you guys can move on from that, that there is a different chapter that can come in after something that might have broken you guys up. And then we've got the Nine of Cups coming in. So perhaps you both are wishing for something here when it comes to the connection. I feel perhaps, Divine Feminine, there could be a part of your heart space that's wishing for your masculine to reach out. And maybe they're wishing to be a part of your life, but timing could be a little bit off as well. So let's grab some time frames and let's see, when can that happen? Is there a possibility towards reconnecting? Because not everybody may be interested in a reconciliation here. But for those of you who are, let's go ahead and see what that time frame looks like as far as communication from the masculine and when that can come in. Okay. We have 5 months. Okay. And I'm also getting somebody could be 5 months pregnant. All right, let's see. Another time frame here. So we've got 3 months coming in as well. So latter half of this year, there could be communication, and it could also be early part of next year. Bottom of the deck, we've got 2 months. So between 2 to 5 months is when communication might come in for you and your masculine, when they might feel more comfortable not being, in this place of silence, and they're perhaps ready to talk. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else we can find out when it comes to the masculine. But so far, they're working on themselves, and that's a good thing, but there might not be a whole lot of interaction when it comes to the masculine in the 3D right now. All right, let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. or for anybody that is able to catch this message after it's been broadcast. Hopefully there's something here that you are able to relate to, especially if you represent divine feminine energy. All right, what else do we need to know about the masculine here? All right, let's see. All right, connect. And this image says so much, you know. It could be a masculine that's always looking at their phone, you know, wondering, should I do it? Should I reach out? Should I text? Should I call? Should I reach out on social media? So they're doing a lot of thinking, as we can see, but not a whole lot of reaching out, you know. Sorry, hold on one second.
Is the still connecting?
Yes, yes. Yeah, so eventually I feel you have a masculine who will reach out. Yeah. All right, what else? And then we have endurance. Okay. We might have a masculine who likes to work out, perhaps. Maybe somebody that likes to lift weights. But whenever I see this, you know, they're thinking about a relationship that can perhaps go the distance, you know? Maybe they weren't in that space before. We could also have a masculine who couldn't seem to make up their mind. Maybe they're still in that space, which is why they're not speaking right now. You know, they're in silence. So no communication at this point, but they're thinking about it. I feel they're definitely thinking about it. All right, let's see what else. Let's grab another. What else? Focusing on the divine masculine. Part of the reason why they're undecided might have to do with this card right here. You know, if they can't seem to make up their mind and maybe they feel like the grass is greener on the other side, that there are other connections that they might discover. So that could have been an issue for the two of you as well. And then bottom of the deck, we have sad. So part of the reason why they're sad could be that maybe they feel they made some mistakes, that you guys aren't together because of the decisions and behaviors that they had put you through. So let's see what else we can find out. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know about the masculine here? Look at this, guys. All right, so second time, we're seeing the Wheel of Fortune. So things will be turning in your favor, I feel, for you, the viewer, when it comes to your masculine. They might not be able to decide right here, right now, but I feel in time, when this new cycle comes in, then they're going to know exactly what it is that they're wanting to manifest in the partnership. And look at that. There's our Emperor. So remember, going towards the first part of what we saw, there's our Empress, you see? So you guys are coming through as possible divine counterparts. Now, you might not be together at this point in time, but it's just a matter of time, I feel. And this makes sense to me as well with the Knight of Wands right next to that indecision card, because the Knight of Wands can sometimes be in and out of someone's life because they want to have their fun. You know, they're adventurous. They want to be able to discover what else is out there for them, you know? Yep. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. All of this makes sense because if they're juggling, that could have been part of the reason why you guys broke up to begin with. You know, maybe you felt like you were just an option for them, or they were entertaining other people. So look at that. We've got the Fool. So this is a masculine who's really focusing on wanting to have a new beginning with you, divine feminine. Right now, part of this sad energy could be that they know it's not the right time, or they're not quite sure how to make it all happen, you know? And bottom of the deck, we clearly see that they realize that they hurt you. It could have something to do with that love triangle. But if it's not a third-party situation, this still represents the separation between the two of you. You know, so if you've been struggling through this separation, divine feminine, they certainly are as well. All right, so I want to go ahead and grab some words from the masculine here. What is it that they feel the need to let you know through this reading at the time that you are watching it. Tarot Fairy on the Prairie, thank you so much for the super chat. We'll get to your request after the general love forecast. And if you're just now tuning in and interested in your own personal mini reading, I will be doing that as soon as we're done with this portion of the live stream. This is just a general love forecast for whoever can use the information. Okay. Real men cry. Okay, so maybe this masculine, you know, they've definitely cried. They've been brought to tears over what has happened. It kind of goes together with that sad reference. Let's see what else. All I need is that smile upon your face, your love, your kiss, and your warm embrace. So they're thinking about it. They do miss that. They miss the intimacy that you guys had shared. Ooh, this makes sense. I'm not done healing. I need more time. Please continue on your healing journey from me. We both need it right now. So that could explain why they're not speaking. They're not reaching out right now. So they could be protecting their own heart space by not talking to you right now. You know, and again, this is in the 3D. 5D, you might be totally feeling your masculine's vibe and what it is that they're wanting to communicate to you in that way. Okay, so let's see what else when it comes to the masculine. So if you're relating to this, maybe there's a reason why I was just drawn to focus on the divine masculine initially for today's general love forecast. All right, let's grab another set of cards here. Oh yes, V, of course. Sorry, brain fog. We are doing well. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. All right, what else do we need to know? Lust, passion, desire, sexual hunger, craving. I mean, when it comes to your masculine, for sure, there is this intensity of the physical connection that they feel towards you, very passionate. They still desire you. But this could have also gotten them in trouble by going after connections that they were lusting after as well. You know, so it could have resulted in that third party situation, boundaries that were crossed, you know? All right, let's see what else. Look at this. The past followed by the future. Isn't that interesting? A moment in time, old memories, the history that you guys have shared together. Moving on. Predictions, delayed plans. Okay? So perhaps when it comes to the masculine, they're still affected by what happened between the two of you in the past. So they might be struggling a little bit to see what would the future be like, you know, especially if, of course, there's no guarantee that you guys will get back together if that's not something you're wanting, Divine Feminine, you know? So it's affecting the masculine here. All right, let's grab another and then we'll clarify. Look at that. There you are, Divine Feminine, your masculine thinking about you for sure. Okay, and look at the card right after that. We've got Twin Flames. So for those of you that feel that your connection with your masculine is on a twin flame level, this might really be resonating with you, you know? And then bottom of the deck, take action. So this is a masculine who knows that in order to bring about a conversation, to bring about a reunion, to be able to get things off their chest and to just say what it is that they need to say at this point, then they're going to have to do something about it. They can't just keep thinking about it. They're going to have to take action, right? So let's go ahead and see what we can clarify from that set of cards. You stepped away from tarot and social media for a time. Totally understandable. We all need to do that every now and then. And it is nice to have you back. Absolutely. Ten of Cups. I feel if your situation resulted in infidelity or cheating, or your masculine just wanted to have their cake and eat it too, you know, the whole grass is greener mentality. I see things coming forward in a very different light now. Okay, they see you as the person that they really want to build a life with. They want that reunion. Okay, Queen of Pentacles represents the feminine here. So you're somebody that can stand on your own 2 feet. You can provide for yourself. You can provide for a family if that's something that the two of you share. But all you're wanting from your masculine is pure commitment. That they're not entertaining other people. So look at this. Ace of Cups. Followed by the Tower. Yep, Divine Feminine, you were directly affected by this Tower moment from your masculine. And as you can see here, part of the future that they envision is wanting to start over. They're really wanting to have a new beginning here. So this was the difficult moment. This was the upheaval that happened that created the separation for the two of you. And I have a feeling this is a masculine that now recognizes what happened and why it happened, and that ultimately they could have been at fault for why it presented itself to begin with. And I love how this is coming through. 6 of Swords followed by the Chariot. So it's letting us know that you guys can overcome the obstacles of whatever this Tower represents. This for me is turbulent. The 6 of Swords represents that calmer energy for this twin flame connection, or regarding any type of connection. It doesn't have to be twin flame. But this right here represents the healing that so needs to happen in order for that transition to help you guys move forward. And then here's the Chariot to indicate movement. So if it feels stuck, if it feels like you guys are at a stalemate and that your masculine isn't talking to you right now, I feel that's temporary, because they're clearly picking up off of this vibe that they want to be with you, that they're sad that you guys are not together, ultimately realizing that they are the reason why, you know? So that's huge. That tells us so much about their own realizations there. All right, let's go ahead and grab one more set. When it comes to the masculine, what deck do I want to use here? Hold on one second. Okay, I want to go ahead and grab messages from their higher self here. If you're just now tuning in, this is a general love forecast, and we'll open it up to personal mini reading requests afterwards. All right, let's go ahead and grab some words from the masculine, from their higher self. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know? What do they need to say? Okay. You've helped my broken heart to heal with your love, your touch, your smile, and your presence. Okay. So something about the way you love them really has helped them through this journey, even though they could certainly have been at fault as to why you guys are not together right now. Let's grab 2 more. For the masculine, here it is. Let's perfect the art of making love. So there's definitely this reference to the physical connection, you know, the sexual chemistry, and then be my main squeeze. They want you and only you. And that could have been a very different vibe before when you guys were together, especially if there was infidelity or trust issues in the partnership. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify that. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on the divine masculine for this reading. What do we need to know here? I really like that the 3 of Pentacles is here, because this is referencing teamwork. When somebody is keeping their options open, that makes teamwork very difficult. You know, it's like they've got one foot out the door wanting to see, okay, you know, do I have any other options? Can I find something or someone better? So this right here, this is letting us know you guys are on the same page. Oop, that's my granddaughter knocking on the door. Sorry, guys. All right. We've got the 6 of Cups. So this is definitely indicating that your masculine is thinking about you, you know, and the 6 of Cups is picking up off of that past influence. So it's letting us know that they want that reunion. You know, they're focusing on those great memories, and they want to be able to build more memories with you in the future. We've got the Two of Wands, okay. Followed by the Ace of Swords. Then we've got the King of Cups. So it's definitely letting us know when it comes to the masculine, their heart is open. You know, they're definitely tapped into their emotions. They know that life can take a turn at any time. You know, one wrong choice and it's not going to happen. So the Two of Wands is offering them the opportunity to make a different decision at this point, because in the past, they made decisions that broke you guys up, more than likely. You know, so they know that in order to do this, they needed that clarity, which we saw earlier. They need to be able to be honest with themselves, you know, cut things out, especially if it was a third party. They need to cut that type of behavior out in order to really dedicate themselves fully to the partnership. And I feel that's why we've got that King of Cups coming in now, because they're ready to love you with everything they've got. They're emotionally balanced. They have the capability to be a good partner at this point, rather than somebody who just wants to keep their options open. Okay. So this is also letting us know, Divine Feminine, that even though this looks amazing and wonderful, they still need time to be able to make this a reality, to bring this into the 3D. Eventually, that will happen. Things will eventually come to fruition. But right now, this is a period of growth and a period of healing for the situation and the masculine. So just give them time to get there. And I feel it will. Yep. So they acknowledge that they made poor choices in the past, you know, had too many options, too many choices, and did not make the right choice back then. But I feel they're ready to take a look at their options and choices now and realize that there's only one choice, and that's you. We've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so this is a wish that they have when it comes to the partnership. Yep, this is a dream that they want to be able to make a reality. Love it. Six of Wands, followed by the Four of Wands, and then we've got the Magician. So this is a love connection that can come back into union, I feel. You know, this represents the opportunity to manifest it. It's not just a thought. It's not just a far off dream. It can be a reality. And then we've got the Four of Wands referencing a reunion as well. Six of Wands, victory. So if you guys were to get back together, if things didn't end so hot last time, then, you know, things are going to be a lot better this time around. You know, so there's a reunion coming in, and this is a very celebratory type energy. For some of you guys, of what you're wishing for and hoping for could be maybe marriage, then there's a possibility that that can happen. It looks quite nice, honestly. So there will be progress eventually. Hi, Ariana. Thank you so much. Yeah, so go ahead and just add your info down in the comment section, and then we'll get to your reading request. Thank you so much. We've got the Knight of Cups. So Divine Feminine, if let's just say your masculine wasn't exactly the most romantic person before, I have a feeling this time around it's going to be very different, because the Knight of Cups can romance you right off your feet. And last card, we've got the Sun, you see? So happiness, fulfillment, a reason to celebrate this relationship. It can represent unions. It can represent marriages, you know? So this is the ultimate commitment, I feel, from a person, letting you know that they're all in. They're fully invested this time. You know, they don't have one foot out the door. They're not looking at other people. So that's wonderful. All right, so let's go ahead and end this with some musical, lyrical messages. I really like the way that came through. All right, let's grab some songs that might give us an idea of what the masculine is wanting to share with you lyrically. All right, let me grab that deck. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. And there we go. Sorry. Slipped from my hands. All right, let's see. Let me gather this up. That's way too many songs. Oh my gosh. Yep, we're live, folks. We are live. Let me just get this together. Get it organized, and then we'll pick some songs. Cameron, how many songs?
3.
Okay, so my daughter says let's pick 3. We'll pick 3 after I clean this up. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. All right. Let's get this together. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the $1.99, Rose. Appreciate it. Okay, let's grab some lyrical messages. Focusing on the divine masculine. So this is someone who wants to return. I just called to say I love you. So if they weren't very expressive before, this is a very different energy coming through now. So it does say no New Year's Day to celebrate, no chocolate-covered candy hearts to give away, no first of spring, no song to sing. In fact, here's just another ordinary day. No April rain, no flowers bloom, no wedding Saturday within the month of June. But what it is something true, made up of these three words that I'm going to say to you. So don't be surprised, Divine Feminine, if you end up getting a phone call from your masculine, you know, to let you know how they feel, especially if they kind of clammed up before, you know? The next song, Endless Love by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. Two hearts that beat as one. Our lives have just begun. So it kind of is referencing the opportunity to start again, to have a new beginning. And forever, forever, I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms. So beautiful song. Let's grab one more. We've got True Love by Madonna. I've had other lips. I have sailed 1,000 ships, but no matter where I go, you're the one for me, baby. This I know, because it's true love. So it ultimately represents somebody that needed to explore, right? To see if the connection really stood up to all the other ones. And at the end of the day, they're coming back because they know that that's where they belong. That ultimately this represents their ideal love, a very true love. So I really absolutely love the way that's coming through. All right, guys. So we are at the point where we're going to start with the personal mini reading. So if you are interested in getting one done today and you haven't submitted that already, feel free to do so at any time while I'm already doing the other requests. All right, so give me 1 second, guys, to just get these cards situated and we will begin. All right, so Cameron, you've got those ready to go? Okay. All right, so V, I've got your request. All right, and then you have Ariana. Okay. Okay, Ariana, so we're waiting for your information and then we'll go ahead and get that started for you. Okay, V, give me 1 second and we will start. And if this is the first time you guys are tuning in, thank you so much. Try to do these typically on Sunday, but due to schedule changes, I've had to kind of move it around. All right, so let's get going with that. All right. Hopefully I won't have any more decks exploding on me. Okay. One final one. All right, V. So what do I need to know at this time? Twin flame, no contact. Okay. You are Cancer, person is Scorpio. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the energy for your twin here. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, V. Let's take a look and see what your twin flame Scorpio is up to here. We've got indecision coming through right now. Okay. We've got a hollow. So your twin, they might not be tapped into their heart space or emotions at this point in time. We've got regret. Okay. So there could be certain actions or behaviors or maybe even conversations, things that you guys have spoken about, but maybe feeling like it could have been handled a lot better, you know? So let's go ahead and see what's what's going on there when it comes to your twin here. So there could be this apprehensive vibe coming through. And that could explain why there has been no contact, you know? What do we need to know? Well, we're seeing the Seven of Cups. So there could be other people at this point. You know, maybe your twin has decided to go in a different direction. Let's see. Chariot. Okay, so you represent Cancer. This is your energy here. So maybe at this point in time, you're being directed to just move on, because if your twin is unable to make a decision about the two of you, you certainly are not meant to put your life on hold, you know? You can actually create the life that you want. And if your twin wants to be a part of that, then, you know, so be it. But they're going to have to let you know, they're going to have to take some sort of action to make you know that, or to show you, give you some sort of sign. Because if not, you're just being directed on a very different path to be able to find your own happiness. So ultimately what I'm seeing here is you're not meant to put your life on hold. There's so much ahead of you that you can look forward to. And that's not just focused on your love life. It's about everything. Six of Wands. I feel whatever you choose, whatever path you decide to travel at this point, whether you ever hear from your twin or not, it's up to you. You've got your own free will, but I feel the universe has your back. You're being directed onto a path towards success, self-confidence, and we see victory right there. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here, though, and I say this sometimes when I do readings, is that the tables will turn. You know, this could be your twin not really thinking that they need the connection in the 3D, but this is telling us that there's going to be a very different outcome here. It just comes down to timing, because the Four of Cups could represent the regret, and we've got the regret card coming through right here. Okay, and then the Judgment card can represent the fact that your twin might eventually reach out someday. But because you're being directed to move on and find your own happiness here, the timing could be off by then, meaning that you might have already moved on to another relationship, and here comes your twin thinking that it's okay to come back, but it might not be at that point. So it actually falls on them to be able to do something about this, because that window of opportunity will not be open forever. It will not, unless you allow it, you know? You're ready to move on. Good. Absolutely. I hear you on that. And this is simply confirming the twin flame connection. You know, if it happens to come back into union, then your twin has to be able to help get it there. It's not going to happen on its own. You know, there has to be your twin having to take a step to make that a reality. Interesting. Okay. Nine of Wands, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling for you, V, at this point is, even though it could certainly have hurt you that there's no contact, that it seems that you guys have just drifted apart, this right here, it's acknowledging the fact that it's affected you, that it has hurt you, but it's also telling you that you can get to the other side of that journey to be able to get here, where the sun is shining for you, where it's directing you onto a better chapter in your life, you know. And the Ace of Pentacles is also offering you a fresh new start, and ultimately the right person for you will be able to give you a solid offer that they are 100% committed, not somebody who's going to be on the fence and they can't make up their mind what they want. Yep. So if your Scorpio twin wants to be a part of your life, time's running out. Yeah, look, you've got the star. So this is truly a sign for you. I feel that you're being directed elsewhere to be able to make your own wishes come true. If they want to be part of it, it's time to take action. because the right person is going to meet you right here, where you guys are truly able to give as much as you receive from each other. This is equality right here. So if they can't meet you there, then it's time to sever ties, you know? Oh, and look here. Talk about a sign. Queen of Swords. So this is you being given the power to just sever ties, to cut your twin out until, you know, they figure things out, if they ever do. But you really are meant to not put your life on hold, because that in and of itself could just continue to hurt you. Yes, everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. It's time to heal the heart. You know, this represents the separation, that it was very painful, especially if there were other people in the picture, whether it was a third party or just other people getting in on your business. It takes time to heal from this, you know, and your twin could certainly regret that it even went in that direction, but at the same time, not really doing anything about it, you know, because if it really meant that much, they would be able to create some sort of action for things to start moving. Yep. Yes, Two of Wands. Everybody's got their own free will, truly. You know, one path will continue to keep you guys apart. The other path will lead you guys towards each other. So it comes down to choices and decisions. And right now we clearly see when it comes to your twin, it's stuck. They're like on the fence. Can't make up their mind what to do. So rather than addressing the issue, then, you know, your twin not really wanting to tap into the feelings and emotions, very cold in the heart space. Yep. So fitting. We've got the Ace of Cups. So this is telling you, V, that it's time for a new chapter. It's time to fill that cup for yourself. It's time to welcome the opportunity for new love to come in for you. That is what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Temperance card. So if it doesn't happen for you right away, just know that it's a part of your journey. Who knows? It could happen during the latter half of this year. You know, this does represent Sagittarius. So maybe November or December could be when it happens, you know, and then we have the Magician right after it. So you're on a trajectory towards manifestation. And if your twin wants to be a part of that manifestation, then, you know, they're going to have to do something. As I've mentioned, it's not going to happen on its own, but you certainly can create the life that you want. Just, you know, put that energy out there and you'd be amazed what you're able to manifest in the 3D. All right, V, so I hope that helps out. It just is coming through for me that there's a reason for the no contact and you're just meant to move on from it because it just doesn't seem to be something that's going to pan out anytime soon. And I would hate for you to put your life on hold. So I know that you're ready to move on, and that's a good thing. I would recommend that as well. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, Ariana, you are next. Okay, so you're Leo in no contact for 2 months from a Libra. G, okay. Is there a future for us? Or is it time for me to move on? Let's see. Let's take a look, okay? So no contact. I'm guided to that same deck for your Libra here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on G, Libra, and the connection with Ariana, Leo. So what's going on there? What is going on? Okay, we have admired. Sometimes, I mean, it depends on the energy I pick up when I see this card. Since there has been no contact, one, it could represent communication that will eventually come in, or it could represent that he's at this point talking to somebody else. That's a possibility, but we'll have to see what the other cards bring forward here. We have the Retreat card. Oh, you're so welcome, V. Thank you. So I'm kind of feeling that he's detached and he's not only walked away from the connection, you know, whether that's physically moving away, walking away, or, you know, in their heart space, just retreating. Elusive. Look at that. We've got phones showing up there. So I'm kind of feeling when it comes to G, there's the possibility that, you know, there could be conversations being had with other people. Yeah, I'm sure that's confusing. Yeah. You know, it could also be that G is feeling it. G is noticing those synchronicities and signs as well, but maybe a little bit apprehensive to accept it. You know, some people are a little bit afraid to dig too deep when stuff like that happens. Because when I'm seeing that elusive card, it could be, let's just say you reach out by way of a text or on social media or even to try to call. This card right here, it's basically saying, you know, that G could possibly be either blocking you or ignoring the messages or not wanting to pick up a call. It's somebody who's not there to receive those things. What is up with that? And then we've got bondage. That is followed by trap. Look at these cards. Hold on one second. Bondage, trapped, and then we have freedom. So when it comes to G, the way it's presenting itself here, he wants his freedom. He doesn't want to get his hands tied here. Not ready to settle down, not perhaps ready to be exclusive. Okay, let's see. What else do we need to know here? And if that's the case, then absolutely, I would say it's time to move on. You know, much like the message that just came through from V's reading, you know, it could be something similar, that you really are meant to move on and find love. Somebody who's really wanting to invest their time with you, you know? And if G eventually goes through that awakening and realization that you guys belong together, then, you know, he's going to have to take action there. But the timing, once again, could be off because you might have already moved on to somebody better. All right, what do we need to know here? Not wanting to get those hands tied. Okay, so perhaps more time is needed here for you to really have all the answers necessary when it comes to your connection, Ariana, because we do have the Temperance card coming through. It's going to require a little bit more time to see if things eventually balance itself out or if there's a possible reunion that can eventually happen. Let's see. It's too soon to call it. What else for Ariana Leo and G Libra? What else, please? I have a card flying my way. Okay, so right now G just wants to be free. Free spirit. Wanting to just have fun, not really wanting to settle down and be too serious or exclusive. So right now we're seeing that stalemate, so there's not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot or any communication going on. So things seem to be stagnant here. We've got the Two of Cups. So as we can see, the way this is lining up, he's not ready to get his hands tied when it comes to true love, when it comes to committing fully. It's almost like he's pushing it away, even though he could certainly feel it. But I'm just kind of feeling that he's not ready for this type of connection, even though it could be absolutely wonderful. There's something about it that he's not ready to commit to, and which is why we're seeing that Freedom card. All right, what else? We've got that Devil card coming through, so we do have temptations represented by this card. So as far as G is coming through in this reading, part of those temptations might have something to do with either other people or just other things that he wants to direct his energy towards. So if he's not actually talking to someone else, he just wants to be free to live his life the way he wants, you know? Let's see. We've got the Five of Wands, disagreements. I just feel at this point, Ariana, you guys are just on very different pages. Okay. This can represent conflict. It can represent some sort of rivalry. And if that is the case, then it's almost like you're fighting for his affections, fighting for his heart, and someone else is wanting that as well. So it is confirmation for me that there could be someone else that he's talking to, possibly someone else in the picture. And then we've got the Ace of Cups. So in this particular reading, it could be that there's somebody else. So it can represent new love. It can represent a new beginning, a new chapter that he might be entertaining with somebody else. However, from your end, this is something you're being offered as well. If things don't work out between you and G, then, you know, this could be a gift that you're being given to be able to open up a new chapter in your love life so that you have a chance at real happiness with somebody else also. Let's see what else. Yeah, the Star. So if part of your wish certainly is to have a reunion with G, I'm just not seeing it, unfortunately, based off of what we're seeing here. He wants to be free, okay? So set him free. If he wants his freedom, give him his freedom. If he wants to not be in the partnership, no contact, and he's content with that, I say just focus on yourself at this point. Try to live the best life that you can. Open yourself up to new people that want to connect with you. Because your wish, your hope to have love, it can still manifest. It may not happen with G, but it certainly can happen with somebody else that's worthy of you. You are a Leo. You are a fire sign. Here it is, Queen of Wands, representing that very fiery energy of the divine feminine. Strong, sexy, attractive. You're not going to have any issues finding love. So don't sell yourself short waiting for G to get to the point where, you know, he's ready to commit, because that might not ever happen. If it happens, I still feel that timing could be off, meaning that you finally let go and then you end up finding love, and it could be that love of a lifetime, something way better than what you feel you and G have, and then he decides to come back realizing you're the one that got away after all. Timing, blockage, that's what he's going to run into. And then the regrets will come because you are the one that got away. Yep. So all of this is going to take time. So part of this hard work that's represented by the Seven of Pentacles, it's work that you need to do on yourself so that you can clear your own confusion as to what's happening here. And he needs to be able to do some work on his own as well, you know. But this right here, it's telling you it's going to take time to be able to manifest something in your love life, to bring it to fruition in the 3D. It's going to take time, but it's worth the wait, I feel. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So when it comes to bringing in abundance and prosperity, it's right there. And abundance comes in many forms, and that certainly includes love. So you have the capability to have a fresh new start when it comes to your love life. And it's not easy, you know, it's not easy to move on from somebody that we care for and love. But if it's just not being reciprocated, it's time to move on, you know, because this Two of Swords, it's telling us in no uncertain terms, it's stale, you know, stalemate, it's not moving, stagnancy. Four of Cups. So, I mean, you could have certainly experienced this where you were depressed. You know, of course, you wouldn't be happy with how things played out. But this, as well, as I mentioned earlier, the Four of Cups can represent the regrets. So it could be G that ultimately has those regrets, you know, wanting something that he once had. And that will take time for him to come to that realization. Because there is someone that will come in to your life who will be loving, who will be affectionate, who's all in, you know, somebody who's kind, somebody who will treat you right. Devoted to the partnership. That is what's coming through there. But we do have this slow energy, okay? It might take time for you to be able to move on and find love again, but you will. You just got to have patience, and that's what that Temperance card is really wanting you to know. Just have patience. What's meant for you when it comes to your love life will come to you. It's not something that you're going to have to fight for. It will come to you, okay? So let me go ahead and grab one final set of cards for you because I'm just guided to do so. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Ariana. Leo, please give me some insight here to wrap up her reading and what she needs to do to be able to move on from this connection. So in answer to your question, is there a future? I don't feel it. I don't see it. And yes, I do feel, based off of what we're seeing here, it is time for you to move on from this. We've got a stalemate situation here. He's in that double energy, attracted towards temptations that he might ultimately regret later. We have Moon. I embody the power, depth, and complexities of the moon. I recharge under the light of the moon. I honor my sisters and brothers of the moon. The moon helps me connect to my true, authentic self. I love the moon, which is, it can represent a very different energy from the moon card in tarot, because sometimes it can represent secrets, it can represent the darker side of things, you know, but there's also the lighter side of the moon, right? And so I feel there are better days ahead for you. Let me grab another. Give me one more card, please, for Ariana, Leo. Okay, did you see this card jump out? If I could actually grab it. Free yourself. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. Write a new story. So it's clearly answering the question of whether you should move on. Yes, absolutely. Free yourself. You would be better off without this connection to be able to make yourself more available for somebody new to come in who can really love you the way you deserve to be loved. All right, Ariana, so that's what I've got for you. Ooh, and I just happened to glance at the bottom. Look at the bottom card. We have restoration. What was meant to go had to leave. What is meant to stay will always find a way to restore. If it really is meant to be, it will be. The universe will make it happen. But if it's also meant to leave your life, it's gonna leave. Okay, I feel it already has, you know? So I feel that this is a very clear, concise message of telling you, yes, it is time to move on. So I hope that helps you. All right, I wish you the best. Oh, you're so welcome. All right, so Cameron, do we have any more? All right, guys, so if you're just now tuning in, we have come to the portion of this live stream where we are doing personal readings. So we've done the ones that have been requested. If you are wanting to get your own personal mini reading, I'll stay on for a couple minutes just to make sure nobody else, that I haven't missed anybody. And again, if you don't already follow us on Instagram, that's where we announce all of the good stuff. So if you missed those announcements, we now offer Zoom readings. So you'll be able to watch me do your reading live during a Zoom meeting. And we're also offering emergency readings. So if you are in need of guidance right away, you submit it, and the following day you receive the link to access that reading. Today is also the last day to take advantage of the August full-length reading sale. That's been announced on Instagram. So particular readings are on sale for $75. They're typically 1 hour or more readings, offered at $165 and up. So this really gives you a chance to get a lot of guidance for a 1 hour plus reading at that price. All right. So if you don't already follow us on Instagram, please do so. It is The Celestial Forecast by Carrie. All right, guys. So I think we're good. I don't see any other requests. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So thank you guys so very much for those that did request reading, and for those that have submitted super chats, just to say thank you. We appreciate it. So on behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, thank you guys so much. We'll go ahead and announce future live streams and I'll post it on the community tab here on YouTube as well as on IG. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.